Hello, welcome back to another video from Smarlax Music Productions. Um, Strange, it's been a while since I've done a video, but anyway, I have somebody recently asking me how I set up my auxiliary track for delays and so forth. So let me just do a quick video showing you how I go about setting up my auxiliary tracks for my effects. All right, so I have this session here, by the way. um, First, after you are ready to mix, you go ahead and create how just about how many tracks you need to use for the effects. I like to use a stereo auxiliary tracks, right? um, Depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes when I'm doing music, I mostly use like 5 6 vocals. I might add a few more if needed. So let me just go ahead and do 5 here. All right, so um, create 5 tracks here. All right, 1 2 3 4 5 of them. All right, so I will just go ahead and leave what I'm doing now. So let's call this one reverb and call the other plate, which is another reverb. I call the other one comp, that's for a compressor. And I call the other delay 1, delay 2. Alright, so there we have it. Alright, in my IO settings, I already configured my stuff. So if you don't do that, you would like to save a preset of your on your IO settings for the bus. So I'll select reverb. I'll go ahead and select plate. I'll go ahead and select comp. I go ahead and select delay 1, delay 2. Alright. Another thing you want to do is hold down command and click solo, so your command safe. I'll show you in a minute what that's about. Alright. Alright, so then you begin to add your effects that you're going to be using. So I would use where is that setting? Okay, I would use reverb here. All right, and likewise you would have your own presets and so forth here. I'm going to use a large hall here. All right, so pre-delay size, let's go all the way with the size. Decay, I think that the decay should be good. So you set up add your settings, right? All right, so now we go for deverb. All right, I would go ahead and use the plate setting here, on it here, on the front here. All right, the decay is there, pre-delay. I would push the decay. I will push the decay all the way. Alright. Yeah, I like to keep them at 100. Now I would add my compressor. I definitely, let me go for V comp. Alright, this thing have an analog sound to it, so you can hear it. Alright, and this is what's bringing the distortion sound. Right, it has a analog feel. So I always take it off, because normally when I use this and I'm starting to master, I would hear it a lot in it. So if you want it in it, you could add it. Right, so this is the amount that you would add. Alright, so I I like the compressor gentle sometimes. Sometimes I will go and push it some more. Depends on what I'm using it for. Alright, then again, I would start my delays. Alright, so um, let me just go ahead. I have my own presets here. I like this delay, it's warm, right? Analog feel. Alright, then you could go ahead, add another delay, and you could add whichever delay you want to do this. But I'm using a different, this is a slapback delay I'm using on the creamer tape. Now we could use this, we could use like a ping pong delay. Depends on what you're doing, right? So you might do something totally different from what I'm doing. So I'll slap back. Alright, just leave it as it is for now. Push it all the way. Alright, so there we have the effects channels. Alright, so another thing I showed you earlier was this, why I solo safe. Let's add this reverb here. Why I solo safe the piano, the auxiliary track here. Alright. Okay, see exactly why I created a bus for the keyboards, and because I didn't solo safe, when I solo here and it's playing but I'm not hearing it, so I will click solo safe. Alright, so that's it. Alright, let me take it off the bus here. For example, I didn't have it and I added the reverb. See, you're not hearing the reverb. Let's put it on. That's how it works. So you have to command S, command and O, and click the solo button on the track. Alright, in order to have the effect. Alright, so that's basically it. Alright, so I have my effect set up. Alright, so that's the reverb part of it. Alright, good. So let me just go ahead and solo save my drums, and even solo my drums, and we could see how the effects work. Reverb, and the snare side stick. Alright, so that's pretty much how I do my thing. Alright, so basically that's the whole side of putting up my effects. Alright, to mix and process the whole thing. We could go further in more details, but in a later video. Alright, so that's it for now. Short video. I hope you guys learned something. That's about it. Let me just leave you with this track that I'm gonna mix now. Alright, it's a fusion, R&B, reggae fusion kind of vibe. Real smooth. Alright, check it out.